OMG, so training camp just kicked off with the Texas Longhorns, and you are not going to believe what's going on. Arch Manning, duh, he's the starting QB, but get this, nobody knows who's going to be QB2. The head coach, Sark, he's still trying to figure it out, but he had this senior transfer dude, Matthew Caldwell, out there with Manning, and this older guy looked legit. Sark was all like, this guy's super coachable. You can really drill him, and he gets along with his teammates. Caldwell's bounced around a bit. Like, this is his fourth school, which is totally normal now with all the transfers, you know? He played at a couple of places and then started the last 5 games at Troy, throwing for like 1,600 yards in those starts. So some fans were kind of scratching their heads when Sark picked up Caldwell because they've got these 2 young talented QBs, Owens and Lacey, just waiting their turn. But Sark was like, dude, Caldwell started games in D1 football. He's played enough that I don't want to just throw some young kid out there if they're not ready. Smart, right? Especially for a quarterback.
Anyway, Caldwell and Manning were working with Sark on Wednesday, and Owens and Lacey were with the other QB coach on a different field. Sark said he'll have to check the tapes and see how those guys did, but he was super impressed with Caldwell's accuracy and how he was making the right kinds of throws for his offense. He was like, there's a lot to like about him, and we've got time to figure out the backup spot, but I'm impressed with his progress since he got here. And then, get this, CJ Baxter is back. Remember he tore his ACL last year during training camp? Well, he's out there and looking good, and Sark said he's like an inspiration. Baxter even gave a pep talk to the offense the night before, trying to get him hyped for camp. Sark was talking about how Baxter was supposed to start last year as a sophomore, then bam, injury. But his attitude coming back? Amazing! He was on the sidelines every game, cheering, picking guys up, and everyone saw him rehabbing. And then to have the practice he had? Huge.
Baxter's injury actually let Quintrevion Wisner shine, so that's kind of a silver lining, I guess. Baxter rushed for a ton of yards and TDs as a freshman, and Sark said he was even better than expected, especially during the team drills. He made some really encouraging runs, and Sark was like, physically, you might be ready after that injury, but it's the mental side, the psyche. And his psyche looked really good today. Oh, and it was hot out there, like you'd expect in Texas in July. But Sark was saying it's all about mental toughness when you're tired. He was like, that's what training camp is for, digging into that mental intensity. And they totally fought through it. It's going to be wild when they play Ohio State on August 30th. Definitely no air conditioning on the sidelines for that one.